Back here on Titans Talk, we've been talking about the Titans and their loss yesterday, now 3-11 on the season. What you do with Marcus Mariota, who's got a sprained MCL again, different knee, but second time this season. He's certainly going to be out this weekend against Houston. But what would you do if he's healthy for that final game? I bring him back because I want him to get as much experience as he can get, as long as he's not in danger of hurting himself worse through that injury. But I've certainly heard other people say that you sit him down and you keep him on mothballs through the offseason and make sure he's standing in one piece for your offseason program and for next year. Your thoughts on that? Your thoughts on other things you saw in the NFL yesterday, or if you want to jump back to last segment, your thoughts on the debacle at the end of the Miss Universe pageant. Timothy has been waiting for a long time. Timothy, we appreciate that. You are up now here on Titans Talk.
Okay. This is what it is. I'm a diehard Tennessee Titan fan. I love my Titans. And this is where the problem lay at. The problem is fan support. You look around the NFL and you see in all the other stadiums, you don't see a lot of Tennessee Titans fans in those stadiums when we go there. You see their fans. I blame it on Tennessee Titan fans. The true Tennessee Titan fans will come out and support. The fake Tennessee Titan fans will not come out and support. You look at what Nissan did to that stadium. They have made that stadium state-of-the-art. But yet and still, we let another team come in here with multiple fans and root their team on. And how you think they're supposed to make our players feel? So I'm a diehard Titans fan, and I'm going to leave it up to the fans. Y'all need to support your own team and come out here and support the Titans team, because it don't make no sense. We go into our stadium, we got to stand beside another team's fan, and they rooting and they beating us in our stand, just like Carolina. I did not like that celebration, but we can't blame Carolina. They bought their people to support their team. Where's the Titans fans at? Why we don't support our team? Why do we even have a team here in Tennessee and we can't get the fan support? That's what's wrong with our team.
Yeah, Timothy, I think you're hitting on a point that bothers a lot of people here, that there have been so many empty seats at Nissan Stadium over the last few years, and that we've seen a lot of opposing teams infiltrate the city, infiltrate the stadium, and make it a vacation, basically, because, one, Nashville's awesome, and people love to come down here for a long weekend or a quick weekend or whatever and hang out on Broadway and do the honky-tonk thing and all that. And two, you can get seats to go watch your favorite team play here, and chances are, the way it's gone the last few years, watch your team win here. That's a pretty fun trip for most people, and so they're taking advantage of it. I don't think it's so much a problem of Titans fans, because if you remember, when the Titans moved here, they moved into, at the time, the Coliseum. That place was packed every game. It was as loud as any place in the NFL. It was a great environment. But those teams were going to the Super Bowl. They were going 13-3. They were winning the AFC South, or at the very least competing in the division and for the playoffs. I think if the Titans got back to a point where they were a consistent threat to make the playoffs, your crowd support, your atmosphere, those problems go away. Those problems take care of themselves if the team takes care of itself. This is an issue now in that the last time the Titans were in the playoffs was 7 years ago. It was 2008. And ever since, it's been on a downward trajectory. They haven't been able to find the right plan or path to get back to where they want to go, and fans are tired of it. There's a lot going on in the city. There's a lot of cool stuff going on in Nashville and around Middle Tennessee that people can spend their money on or their time on for the weekend. And if you can't put a competitive team on the field or win games at home, which they have really struggled to do the last few years, what reason are you giving the fans to show up? And I think that's been the problem for the Titans. They have not given fans reason to show up for a long time now, and the fans are taking them up on that. They're selling their tickets. They're not using their tickets, and you have a half-empty stadium. And you have a lot of fans from other teams there. I think that's the big problem. Back to the phones and Nicholas. Hey, Nick.
Hey, how you doing tonight?
Doing well.
Hey, I'm just looking on the ESPN app. I see that we're in last place for the South. I'm looking at the standings right now.
Yep.
What I'm seeing at the AFC standings, it looks like there's only going to be one team from the AFC South making the playoffs, and that's the team that wins the division.
Correct.
If I'm correct, the last two games of Jacksonville's out there, looks like, and the last two teams we play are going to be the Texans, which is Sunday, and the Colts the following week. Is that correct?
That's right.
So we have a chance, because most of the times I've seen a team is most dangerous when they have nothing to lose. But clearly, the Titans have nothing to lose here. We can run. I'm thinking, trying to be real optimistic here. We can run the tables against the Texans at home and win that game, and have Titans fans happy for the last game at home. And not only that, even better, we can take out the Colts. Is that game going to be here or in Indianapolis?
That'll be in Indianapolis.
So we can take them out. We can take them out completely at Indianapolis, and we can play spoiler for at least one of those teams, because I'm looking at the standings. I'm thinking right now, one thing is clear. Only one team from the AFC South is going to make the playoffs, and I think we can play spoiler, if not for both of them, for at least one.
Yeah.
One, and spoil the rest of their season.
Yep, Nicholas, we appreciate the call. We're running short on time, so I got to go here. But, no, it's a good point. That's what the Titans are playing for now. They are playing to be spoiler for the Texans and the Colts the next couple weeks. They are going to decide, almost as much as those teams do, who wins the division and who goes to the playoffs. That's what the Titans have. One other thing to get to, NFL suspends Odell Beckham one game today for not one, not two, but three unsportsmanlike penalties yesterday in that feud with Josh Norman. Odell Beckham is one of the best wide receivers in the league, but you cannot act like that. You are not bigger than the game. He acted like he was yesterday. Can't have it, and I applaud the NFL for suspending him today. Back after this.